Have you ever looked at a perfectly tailored suit and just wondered, what's the secret? It's definitely more than just a straight stitch. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden art of bespoke tailoring. All those tiny, almost invisible details that make the difference between clothes that just hang on you and clothes that feel like they were made for you.
You know that feeling, right? You buy a shirt or a jacket, it's your size, the tag says it should be perfect, but it just feels off. Maybe it pulls a little when you move, or a seam just refuses to hang straight. It's super frustrating, and it turns out there's a really good reason why that happens to all of us.
So the root of the problem is what you might call the myth of the perfect fit. See, mass-produced clothes, well, they aren't actually designed for a real person. They're designed for this idealized, perfectly symmetrical mannequin, a body that, let's be honest, basically doesn't exist out here in the real world.
Just think about it for a second. The clothes you buy off the rack, they're made for a perfectly balanced form. But us, we're all a little asymmetrical. And that's totally normal. Maybe one of your shoulders is a tiny bit lower, or you have a slight forward lean in your posture. These aren't flaws, it's just what makes you you. And it's exactly why those standard sizes never feel 100% right.
Okay, and this is where the magic of a real tailor comes in. Secret number one is that they don't try to force you to fit the clothes. They sculpt the clothes to fit you. They work with all your unique asymmetries, not against them. It's how they turn something generic into a piece that feels completely custom-made.
So how do they actually do it? Well, that annoying wrinkle you get right at the shoulder of a jacket, a tailor gets rid of that with something called shoulder slope correction. They literally adjust the seams to match your shoulders perfectly. And that tight feeling across your back, they fix that with posture balance, re-angling the entire sleeve so the jacket moves with you. These aren't just little tweaks. They completely transform how a garment looks and feels on you.
But that's just the start. Secret number two gets into alterations that are so complex, so seamless, they're basically like invisible surgery on your clothes. Seriously, these are the master-level moves that show you you're dealing with a true expert.
Okay, so take a look at a high-end jacket with functional buttonholes on the cuff. Some people call them surgeon's cuffs. They're a classic sign of quality. But what if the sleeve is too long? You can't just hack off the end, right? You'd completely destroy that beautiful detail. This is where a tailor's artistry really shines.
So instead of taking the easy way out, a master tailor performs this incredibly delicate operation. They shorten the sleeve from the shoulder, they detach the entire sleeve, recut it from the top to take out the extra length, and then sew it back on so perfectly you'd never ever know it was touched. The cuff stays pristine, the proportions are perfect, it's just an amazing display of skill. Now for the third and final secret, we have to go even deeper. Not just looking at your body, but at the very soul of the fabric itself. A great tailor has this deep, intuitive understanding of the fabric's grain, the direction the threads run. And this isn't just some nerdy detail. It determines everything about how a garment hangs and flows.
And the difference is night and day. When fabric is cut correctly, on grain, it drapes beautifully. It just hangs right. But when it's cut off grain, which by the way is a common shortcut in mass manufacturing, that's when you get twisting seams, weird bunching, and a stiff, awkward look. A tailor's job is to honor that grain in every single stitch.
And it really comes down to two basic principles. First, they always respect the weave, making sure every single adjustment follows the fabric's natural flow. Second, they're experts at eliminating pulling and puckering by strategically letting out seams. It's this obsession with detail that makes their work look so effortless and natural.
So when you put all of this together, you start to see that a tailor is so much more than just a person who sews. They're part analyst, diagnosing your body's unique shape. They're part architect, deconstructing and rebuilding a garment. And they are absolutely part artist, sculpting fabric to create the perfect form.
And this idea really captures it all perfectly. It's not just about taking in a seam here or there. It's this whole process of analyzing a person, respecting the original design, and then applying incredibly precise techniques. That's the real secret to a perfect fit.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Your clothes cover your body every single day, right? But are they really working for you? Are they celebrating your unique shape? Or are you still trying to fit into a shape that was never really yours to begin with? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.